PNM Tobago calls for Tobagonians to support autonomy bills. Martin George says repeal land license to solve Forex shortage, property tax deadline extended, and Chief Secretary travels to London mere days after his return from Brazil. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Monday, 4th November 2024. To a top story this evening, the Tobago Council of the People's National Movement is working to persuade Tobagonians to support the two self-governance bills currently in Parliament, despite acknowledging the bills are not perfect. The PNM argues that it would be unrealistic for Tobago to secure all desired provisions at once, but they pointed out that there will be opportunities to petition for further amendments to strengthen the legislation. This message was shared at the Calder Hall Community Centre on Sunday. More from Candice Jackson.
Parliament is set to revisit the two Tobago bills aimed at increasing self-governance, which have been stalled on the floor since 2021.
The two bills, the Constitutional Amendment Bill and the Tobago Island Government Bill, are designed to increase autonomy for Tobago. What we really want to do is to strengthen local governance and empower decision-making and promote sustainable development.
MP for Tobago East, Diana Webster-Roy, acknowledges that the bill lacks some of the elements requested by Tobagonians.
The bills aren't perfect, but they give us way more than what we have now, and they position us to create a better Tobago for our children and our children's children.
However, MP for Tobago West, Shafaka Joe Lewis, noted that the bills provide Tobago with some lawmaking powers while allowing it to remain united with Trinidad.
So not even a federal system where you have different federal states like in the USA. We decided to be. This consultation that took place over the years was about remaining a part of the national two-state, two-island system, one Trinidad and Tobago, one country.
Joe Lewis pointed out that nearly 20 years of consultations and extensive work by parliamentarians went into advancing these bills. Rejecting them now, she says, would mean discarding all the efforts made so far.
If we don't get this passed now, we don't know what kind of government or representatives we'll get next time around. That I'm talking about as it relates to the whole parliament. The people who made up the Joint Select Committee may not still be around in the Joint Select Committee, and you have to start all over again.
She also dismissed the notion that Tobago's 2 seats in Parliament would be sufficient to push the desired legislation through.
So to get on the radio and the TV and tell people, when we get the 2 seats, we will go and give the people internal self-government. 2 seats cannot give you internal self-government for Tobago. This legislation requires a 3/4 majority, and in a parliament that has 41 seats, mean that you need 31 persons.
Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Meanwhile, the Tobago Autonomy bills are currently before the Parliament. However, the present Tobago House of Assembly administration has not yet expressed its support for the bills. Senator Anil Roberts, on the other hand, has affirmed the United National Congress's unwavering support for any decision the THA administration makes regarding the island's autonomy, emphasizing that Tobago must determine its own course. Reporter Joshua Dan tells us more.
During the budget presentation, Finance Minister Colum Imbert announced plans to construct a new marina in Tobago. However, Senator Anil Roberts emphasized that Tobago should be granted greater autonomy to manage the project's logistics.
The THA must decide with the support and financing of the central government where the marina will go, when it will go, and who will build it. The THA must have the autonomy to take decisions in Tobago. Why must Trinidadians tell Tobago where the marina come in and when it come in?
Roberts expressed his disapproval of the PNM's involvement in the affairs of Tobago's autonomy.
They are talking about Tobago's self-governance and autonomy and suggesting that the PNM, a Trinidad entity, and the central government must dictate and decide the pace at which Tobago gets to see about herself. That in its, I have to excuse me for laughing, but that is the most laughable thing.
He said in due time, opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar will meet with the current THA administration to discuss their plans related to Tobago's autonomy.
The honorable leader of the opposition will meet at the right time, as she has done before, and the deputy political leader, Jolene John, with the THA. The THA shall instruct the opposition on what it wants, and we will follow the THA because we believe, we're not talking, we believe that Tobago must chart its own course.
Jo Sheldon, Tobago Updates Television News.
Now to this, as access to foreign exchange becomes increasingly challenging nationwide, the Tobago Business Chamber has criticized the government for ignoring potential solutions. Chairman Martin George highlighted that one solution is repealing the Land License Act, which requires foreign investors to undergo extensive approvals and bureaucracy before investing in Tobago.
You have this anachronistic and archaic piece of legislation on the books, which definitely acts as an impediment and a block to any direct foreign investment in Tobago, which obviously would then benefit Trinidad because
the Land License Act was intended to prevent excessive sales of Tobago's land to foreigners. However, it has instead become a deterrent for foreign investors. George argued that reducing the bureaucracy for foreign investors would benefit local businesses in both Trinidad and Tobago.
So there's absolutely no reason for this Foreign Investment Act to remain on the books, yet the government stubbornly and foolishly clings on to it for whatever reason God alone knows, while the nation sinks into the abyss of a Forex deficit daily.
George has long advocated for repealing the Land License Act. Despite the Minister of Finance's commitment in 2017 to revisit the legislation, no action has been taken since. We take a short break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With Amplia TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with Amplia's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 GB fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With Amplia, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. Amplia. Do more, live more.
Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
UX and Standard Listen, the TGIS sale is back, up to 75% off store-wide. Washers from $1,249, stoves from $1,299, fridges from $1,999, patio set from $1,999, and up to 35% off Samsung and LG TVs. Plus, a daily magic hour with even more savings. Follow Standards on social media for the inside scoop, October 25th to the 30th only.
Coming up. Friendship 7K excitement. Local business support in St. Martin. Greater air travel to destinations like Barbuda. Accommodated in style. The contributions of Raymond Lawrence. It's all next on this station.
Welcome back. Finance Minister Colm Imbert announced on November 3rd that Exim Bank's foreign exchange window has reopened with a monthly allocation of US $25 million. This is aimed at assisting the business sector with accessing Forex to purchase goods. The Cabinet's decision to resume the facility effective November 1st followed a review by the Finance Ministry. Initially launched in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic, the Forex window provided access to essential items not manufactured locally, including cleaning supplies, pharmaceuticals, and select foods. The allocation has been reduced by $5 million compared to previous funding. The revised list will no longer consider some pandemic-related items like hand sanitizers, face masks as essentials. Imbert noted that local manufacturing's role is under review with potential changes to Forex access for inputs supporting domestic production. Further details will be shared after consultations with stakeholders. Well, the Finance Minister has set a new deadline for property tax payments, December 20th. In a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, on November 2nd, he announced that the Board of Inland Revenue now has until November 29th to deliver property tax notices. Previously, the ministry advised residential property owners to ignore tax notices dated before March 6th due to amendments in the Property Tax Act, which reduced the tax rate from 3% to 2%. Payments were originally due by September 30th, but were extended to November 29th. Imbert also announced that online payments will be available at Republic Bank starting November 8th, with First Citizens customers already able to pay through their online banking. A few days after returning from his trip to Brazil, Chief Secretary Farley Augustine led a delegation to London, England, for the annual World Travel Market, which takes place from November 5th to 7th. Described as the world's most influential three-day event in the travel industry, the event provides networking opportunities for a number of stakeholders globally. Secretary of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation Tasha Boris is also in attendance, along with representatives from the Division of Tourism, the Tobago Tourism Agency Limited, and other stakeholders in the travel and tourism industry. In reference to previous years, Chief Secretary and the Secretary for Tourism reported on conversations with airline executives and negotiations to include Tobago as a travel destination, branding Tobago as the greatest little island on the planet. Deputy Chief Secretary Dr. Faith B. Israel will represent the Chief Secretary in his absence. While November is Caribbean Tourism Month and the theme for 2024 is One Caribbean, Building a Resilient Future, Secretary of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation Tasha Boris shared her vision for Tobago's tourism as the island joins the Caribbean region with a focus on developing a sustainable product.
Organization Secretary General and CEO Donna Regis Prosper of St. Lucia stated that the CTO is focused on creating a future of shared prosperity among Caribbean nations. In an address, Tobago's Tourism Secretary Tashia Grace Morris highlighted that the theme captures the shared vision across the Caribbean region and also expanded the theme specific to Tobago.
Here in Tobago, we are expanding our theme with our own, connecting our roots, strengthening our future. It is a reminder that the deep roots we have to our culture, heritage, and environment, and our commitment to nurturing these treasures while embracing a bold future.
She said a dedicated approach to the tourism industry benefits tourists and Tobagonians. During the month, the division will celebrate by showcasing the culture and beauty of Tobago.
Throughout this month, we will be engaging our communities, celebrating our unique heritage, and sharing stories that make Tobago truly special. We want everyone, locals and visitors alike, to experience the warmth of our culture, the beauty of our landscapes, and the strength of our community spirit.
After the Blue Food Festival and the October Carnival, Boris spoke extensively about creating opportunities through product development, and she echoes those sentiments in her address.
And as we look to the future, we are building a tourism sector that honors our past while creating opportunities for our young people, protecting our environment, and inviting the world to see the best of who we are.
The Caribbean Tourism Organization is the Caribbean's tourism development agency. Its headquarters is in Barbados, and its members come from Dutch, English, French, and Spanish-speaking countries and territories. Adana Kumbi, Tobago Updates Television News.
You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Our sports report is next.
Black Friday starts now at Courts. Get new and amazing deals every week with the lowest prices on the hottest electronics, top-of-the-line appliances, and stylish furniture. No need to waste your time shopping around. Plus, you can shop now and pay us in February 2025. Black Friday starts now. Don't miss out. Courts, bringing value home.
Artlist.io. It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Are you an architect or draftsman looking to upgrade your skills? Or a beginner eager to master essential tools? ReCAD Labs has the solution. Our Revit Architecture Fundamental Tobago course is designed to boost your skills and confidence. Running from October 6th to November 17th, this course includes a live session on November 17th for hands-on learning. Learn from experts in our virtual classroom and stay ahead in the world of architecture. Visit recadlabs.com to enroll now and follow us on social media for updates.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Welcome to our sports report, and we begin tonight's segment with some primary school football action with our sports reporter, Marcus Daniel.
The Tobago Primary School is a football league organized by the Division of Education, Research and Technologies Sport and Education Unit reached an electrifying conclusion last Friday at the Dwight York Stadium. The standout teams, Signal Hill Government, Scarborough RC Primary Girls and Bonaccord Government, each claimed victory in their various age groups. In the boys under 15 final, Signal Hill Government took on Bonaccord Government in a tightly contested match. Signal Hill clinched the title with a 2-1 victory, fueled by goals from Terrell Phillips and Jabriel Percy, while Bonaccord's Andy and Thomas scored his team's only goal in a valiant effort. The girls under 15 final matched the East intensity, with Signal Hill Government and Scarborough Girls RC deadlocked at 1-1 through both regular and extra time. The title was decided in a 10th penalty shootout where Scarborough RC girls held their nerve to emerge victorious 2-1 in a dramatic finish. The boys under 12 final saw Bonaccord government face Mariah government in an equally nail-biting encounter. After a 1-1 draw in regular time, Bonaccord seized their chance in extra time, scoring twice to secure a 3-2 win. Kirtland Beckles led with 2 goals, while Zemiel Williams added a decisive third. Mariah's goals were contributed by Jariel James and Emery Archer. During the awards ceremony, Kirtland Beckles of Bonaccord government received the under-12 golden boot with 8 goals, while Azizi Clark of Speyside Anglican and Andy and Thomas of Bonaccord government were honoured with the girls and boys under 15 golden boots, respectively. In the MVP category, Beckles was named boys under 12 MVP, with Tyrell Phillips and Gloria Henry taking MVP honours for the boys and girls under 15 divisions. Ojari Adams and Janaya Waldron were awarded Golden Gloves for their stellar goalkeeping performances in the girls and boys under 15 categories. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
Same with football action, we go now to some FA Cup news once again with Marcus Daniel.
24 Tobago Football Association League will pause for the next month as the FA Cup 2024 takes centre stage. With games scheduled at the Dwight York Stadium, Corlan and Sedgwick Sporting Complex, the tournament will run from November 6th to December 7th, bringing together 20 teams competing for the prestigious title. The action kicks off this Wednesday with Lambo facing Golden Lane FC in the opening match at the Dwight York Stadium at 5:30 p.m, followed by FC Goodwood going up against Georgia FC at 7:30 p.m. 2 days later, on Friday at the Sedgwick Sporting Complex, Roxwell Lakers will meet Burton Sinclair's Sports Academy at 5:30 p.m, and Sinclair's Coaching School will face Charlottesville Police Club at 7:30 p.m. Quarterfinal matches are scheduled for November 22nd and 24th, with semi-finals set for November 30th. The tournament will conclude on December 7th with the third place playoff and the grand finale. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
More news and the weather report after this.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tapago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tapago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tapago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tapago's at your service.
Are you thinking about spending Christmas in Tobago? Well, call us at Thorns Place. We are located at the hills of Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port, with rooms starting at 200 TT. Call us now at 745-7306 or 682-8676. Follow us on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. Message us on WhatsApp at Thorns Place. Your Christmas in Tobago will be even more special.
I tell people, nurses are not just nurses in the region. We really do owe them sincere appreciation, love, gratitude.
Meeting people in a vulnerable state, it's definitely a calling. And that's why I chose this profession.
We appreciate these people for really bringing us through challenging times. We appreciate you. We love you.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
The body of a man identified as 52-year-old Samuel Briggs was discovered last Saturday morning behind the Mason Hall recreational facility. He was a resident of Adelphi Trace Mason Hall. He was last seen on Wednesday, 20th October. His body showed no signs of physical violence. Investigations are continuing. Well, Minority Leader Kelvin Morris will join the Trinidad and Tobago delegation at the 67th Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference in Sydney, Australia from November 2nd to 10th, 2024. According to a media release issued by the Minority Council today, the THA will be represented by a 4-member team led by the presiding officer, which includes the Minority Leader. Well, here's what to expect of the weather tonight into tomorrow from the TNT Met Office. Tonight fair to partly cloudy with a few showery intervals and the low chance of an odd thunderstorm. Tonight's temperature should be around 26 degrees Celsius. For tomorrow, expect long, fair or sunny periods to be interrupted by light to moderate showers or rain in some areas. There is a low chance of an isolated thunderstorm. Generally fair evening and night is expected despite the odd shower. Tomorrow's temperatures should reach a high of 32 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 36 degrees Celsius. Seas are expected to be moderate with waves 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 5:55 and sunset is at 5:37. And that's where we end things this evening. Here's a recap of our headlines. PNM Tobago calls for Tobagonians to support autonomy bills. Martin George says repeal land license to solve Forex shortage. Property tax deadline extended, and Chief Secretary travels to London mere days after his return from Brazil. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.